Well, a new anti-ObamaCare ad is getting a lot of attention after the Washington Post called it, quote, the ad every Democrat should be scared of in 2014. The political ad targets New Hampshire Democratic Senator Jeanne Shaheen, who is just one of 8 Democrats likely facing increasingly difficult re-election fights. Here it is.
On healthcare, Jeanne Shaheen didn't tell the truth.
You can keep your insurance if you like it. It will increase choices for families. It will promote competition.
The facts. More than 20,000 New Hampshire patients have had their coverage canceled, and Obamacare offers only one insurer on New Hampshire's individual market. So next November, if you like your senator, you can keep her. If you don't, you know what to do.
Joining me now, Brian Baker. He's president and general counsel of Ending Spending, the group behind that ad. Brian, good to see you.
Hi, Megan.
And so what do you make of the Washington Post labeling this the ad every Democrat should be scared of in 2014?
Well, we're always happy for good press and certainly delighted that the Post recognized the ad. But for us, it's really not the ad. It's really the facts. It's the truth. And that's what the Democrats should be afraid of, is we're going to bring this factual message to states all around the country where these senators voted for Obamacare, where they misled their voters. And once you bring the facts to the people, I think they should all be afraid.
I know one of the people on the list is Mary Landrieu, running for re-election down in Louisiana. But she has come out and said she feels misled by the president, that to the extent she made comments like this, and we may hear this from some of these other Democrats, it was not them trying to mislead their constituency. It was them relying on the word of the president, and the president has apologized to some extent for it.
Sure. You know, PolitiFact calls it the lie of the year. So that independent fact-checking organization, they think the president lied or the administration lied. But whether you call it a lie or just gross negligence, we know that these folks who sold Obamacare on the basis of this, if you like your doctor, you can keep it. If you like your insurance, you can keep it, which we know isn't true. Those people really need to be replaced. They don't have a lifetime hold on their Senate
But now they're
positions.
Scrambling to, get behind a bill that would say, okay, if you like your doctor, you can keep it, and this time we really do mean it.
Right.
I mean, do you think that that has an impact to people who are ticked off at losing their coverage?
Well, I think it does have an impact, but that's why our group is going to get out there and try and educate voters around the country.
How aggressively?
Very aggressively. Obviously, we're up doing this in New Hampshire right now. Most people said Jeanne Shaheen, the senator from New Hampshire, couldn't be beat. We think she can be beat. And we're going to take it to Minnesota and Virginia, not to mention places like Alaska and Arkansas and Louisiana, which Mitt Romney won by, in some cases, double digits.
And what is your, who's funding this? Who's behind this ad and this push?
Sure. Well, Ending Spending was originally founded by a business guy named Joe Ricketts. His son Todd Ricketts actually runs it now. And we also get support from millions of people across this country, online donations, and then there's other major donors. So it's really a movement where people are saying we have to educate voters. And we don't just do ads, Megan. We really do on-the-ground stuff. We do mail, we do phones.
Was this ad in production before it got dubbed the lie of the year?
It was. It was indeed. In fact, we added that at like the last second.
So you were happy to see that come out.
Right. You know, the real thing that drove it, though, was the fact that Scott Brown has decided to move to New Hampshire. And there's an on-the-ground effort there, students in New Hampshire who are drafting him to run for the Senate. So that's what helps make that seat competitive.
Decided to weigh in.
Yeah, absolutely.
Brian, we shall see what sort of an impact it has. Good to see you.
Good to see you, Megan.
All the best to you.